Good evening, Nicole here from Eat Well Halifax. Thanks once again for joining me. So we're on the video for end of day 4. So today was the first day of the actual portion of the challenge where we were to avoid added sugar. So it's just a 48-hour challenge where we're avoiding added sugars as possible. And again, if you weren't quite successful today and maybe you're thinking you might need something later on tonight, that's fine. By all means, feel free to comment below any challenges or triumphs that you've had today, anything that sort of stuck out for you today. I have a story on how my first 12 hours of no sugar added went. So again, I've been a little bit hesitant and nervous about it because there are definitely a few things throughout the day that I enjoy. So I like afternoon lattes. I certainly enjoy cooking now and then. I like to have chocolate every day. I like to drink wine. So I was pretty hesitant myself. So my morning started quite interestingly. Now I got ready for the challenge today. So if you see the post below, it was just a picture of what I had brought to work today just to make sure that I was prepared. So I had my lunch and I had a snack or two depending on how hungry I was at each snack. And I had my breakfast with me. So I had gone into Java Blend, and I normally actually bring my own coffee when I'm going to work, but I didn't get a chance to this morning. So I went into Java Blend, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just get a coffee. But as soon as I walked in, the lady who was working had sort of yelled out loud to the crowd, I made this latte by mistake. Would anyone like to have it? And normally I'd be like, yes, of course I want it. Like, give me that latte. But in my awareness of this no added sugar challenge, I had to ask, is there syrup in this? Is there added sugar? And I thought that that was really interesting because I've never really done that before. I've never been that aware or that conscious of whether or not what I was about to eat or drink has sugar in it. It was totally a different realization. So it didn't have any added sugar, and I ended up with a free latte. So that was the perfect beginning to my no sugar added day. So that was really interesting. So in terms of how my day went, and again, feel free to share your stories and how your day went. My first sugar craving started at 2:30 p.m., and that's because that's when I would generally sort of start getting ready to have a latte or an afternoon snack. So in knowing that I couldn't have some added sugar, I ended up having an apple and sliced cheese at that time, and that was perfectly fine. Symptoms of my sugar cravings around that time, I was a little bit aggressive, I think, this afternoon at work, to be very honest. And then, so I had that snack. Around 4:30, I started craving sugar again, but it was a different type of cravings. It wasn't so much aggression. It was almost a need for it. It was really bizarre. So I opted for wafers with cashew butter with a small handful of nuts, and I had a kombucha. And that was actually perfect. That got rid of my sugar craving. So that was great. Now I'm going to have dinner after my video. I have to say this though. I feel like one of the reasons that today was a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be was because I feel like I was almost too stringent with my goals today. I didn't have any maple syrup or honey. I just think that I need nutrients. I think that I just didn't eat enough today because I was being so strict about it. It was quite eye-opening today for a lot of different reasons in realizing the importance of balance. I feel like I wasn't very balanced, like my food intake was really balanced. I feel like the way that I was thinking today wasn't very balanced. I think that I was saying no to a lot of things that my body actually sort of wanted. And not to say that that's processed sugar, but you know, I think I just didn't eat enough carbohydrates in general. I think that's why my energy levels are really low. So if I learned anything today, it's that sugar cravings are real, and not that I didn't know that before, but I really felt them today, but that there has to be a balance, and I didn't really have that today. So I'm going to definitely work on that for tomorrow. So tomorrow my biggest thing is going to be balanced, where it's like, you know what, I'm going to put a little bit of maple syrup in my afternoon no added sugar latte. So it's not going to be a processed syrup, but I'm going to put maple syrup in just to get that little bit of sugar, because I think I just need the extra carbohydrates. I really just think I didn't eat enough today. So I'm looking forward to a really healthy, well-balanced dinner tonight. I'm going to probably make a stew and have some spelt bread with some butter. I'm going to have something really, really nice today for dinner, because I really feel like I just need the carbohydrates as opposed to just the sugar. So that was sort of an interesting realization for me, just to make sure that I'm not being too stringent on myself. So again, let me know if there's any trials or challenges that you felt today. So tomorrow I'm going in with a whole other attitude. I'm going in being more positive than I was today. I'm really glad that I was able to sort of make it through today. It was not easier than I thought, but I got through at the end of the day. I just have to get through dinner. So anyways, what I'm going to talk about today is how to reduce sugar intake through the holidays. I'm going to keep it at sugar. So here are some tips to reducing sugar intake over the holidays. So number one is, and I'm going to kind of go back to balance, especially the video tomorrow night's definitely going to be about how to reduce sugar cravings and how to find balance. Tonight is just how to reduce sugar intake, a little bit different. So the first thing you could do is that if you're at a party, have water or sparkling water between glasses of wine or other sweet beverages. So if you're having beer, always have water in between. The other thing that you can do is make sure that you're having plain coffee or sugar-free coffees in the morning. Limit yourself to maybe one peppermint latte or one gingerbread latte. I'm not sure, whatever is available in the holidays. Limit yourself to one a day. If you're going to a place like Starbucks, ask for half the amount of syrup as opposed to the full amount. They put like 4 pumps of syrup. I've had mentioned a few times already that you see up to 17 teaspoons of sugar in a latte. So ask for half of that. Even ask for just 1 pump to have that little bit of peppermint or chocolate. You don't have to have a ton of the sweetener in it at one time. Make sure that you're getting in natural sugars throughout the holidays so that you're not craving. I think that was my biggest problem today, is that I didn't get enough natural sugars. I think I just really need carbohydrates. So I'm looking forward to dinner, I will say that. So making sure you're getting natural sugars in. So fresh fruit, apples, clementines are really popular this time of year. Pomegranates are really popular this time of year. Make sure you're still getting in your vegetable and your fruit intake to help you reduce your need to have sugar. If you're going to a party, grab a small snack plate and take off from the spread, take off 1 brownie and 2 cookies that really catch your eye, and enjoy those. And when those are done, you don't go for more. So there's a little bit of willpower in that for sure. Have sparkling water. Again, going back to having nice, warm, sugar-free teas such as mint tea, flavored teas. There's chocolate teas, there's chai teas, anything that's nice and flavorful that's going to give you that warming holiday feeling that's not going to actually give you extra sugar. If you're having eggnog, mix your eggnog with another dairy or another milk. So it could be half eggnog, half milk, or you can even do half eggnog, half almond milk. Continue to use unsweetened dairy alternatives such as unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened soy milk, just to bring your sugar intake down. Some other things that you can do over the holidays, let's see. Make sure that you don't go to parties super hungry, because that's going to bring on the sugar craving. So that's a big thing too, is have a nice meal, and then when you're there, again, grab what you're going to eat and don't go for any more. Just have a little bit. Water, sparkling waters, ensuring that you're limiting yourself to lattes or those really sugary sweets. Just have a couple. Just have 1 a day and make sure that they're half sweetened. What else could you do? Make sure that you're still having balanced snacks throughout the day. Again, I'm going to talk a lot more about this tomorrow in terms of the balance and how to reduce sugar cravings, but be positive. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for joining. Be positive. let's not get ourselves down. So you go to a party and you have 4 brownies and you said you'd only have 2. Tomorrow's a new day. Always be aware that tomorrow is a new day. So in terms of reducing sugar intake, if you weren't quite successful one night, don't worry about it. If you had too many coolers, you said, I'm going to only have 2 coolers because they're really sweetened with water in between, and you happen to have 3 or 4, doesn't matter. It's okay. So just stay positive. Those are probably the main things I think in reducing sugar intake is being aware, staying positive, limiting yourself, having healthy snacks, having access to natural sugars so you're not craving sugar because you literally just need sugar. Hi, Mom. But that you're not craving it, but you're just enjoying it. Enjoy the brownie. Enjoy the ginger cookie. Don't feel guilt. Don't feel shame. This is the holidays. Let's be really positive. But stay within a limit. You're going to have 2 glasses of wine. You're going to have sparkling water between. You're going to have regular water. We're thinking mint water, cucumber water, sparkling water, lemon water, warm, sugar-free teas. So those are the biggest thing, I think, for how to reduce your sugar craving throughout the holidays. That's it. Again, so when we meet up tomorrow night, I'm going to talk about how to reduce sugar cravings and balancing your intake and staying positive and what we can do to have the healthiest diet where sugar is there, but it's not taking over. We don't look at sugar as guilt. We don't look at sugar as shame, that we use sugar in a really natural, healthy way and that it can be part of your healthy diet. It's best to use maple syrup and honey as opposed to high processed sugared foods. So you're still going to use the idea of making things at home, baking muffins, baking banana breads and zucchini breads, maybe baking your own bread, thinking of really high fiber options as opposed to high sugar options. All of that comes with balance. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night. If you're looking for, tomorrow is our final 24 hours of the no sugar-free portion, no added sugar portion of the challenge. So if you want that sugar-free cookbook, let me know and I'll hand it out to you for sure. Any questions or comments about how your first no added sugar day went? Anything at all? If there are no questions, I'm going to go enjoy a healthy, balanced meal. I really think that I'm just craving sugar and carbohydrates right now because I was too stringent. I think that's where a lot of the problems come from in terms of finding a healthy diet, is that we're too stringent. So once again, tomorrow, that's what we're going to talk about, is finding that balance. So thanks again for joining me. And tomorrow is the last day of no added sugar. And again, even when I'm off camera, you are more than welcome to send me any questions, any comments, anything at all. I'm here to support you in your wellness journey, and I'm hoping that everyone's learning a lot from this week of talking about sugar specifically. I think I learned a lot today, even myself, so that was quite interesting. I'm looking forward to going into day 2 tomorrow. Thanks again for joining me. I'm looking forward to our final video, the closing of our challenge tomorrow night at 8:30. And thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining. I hope that you get a chance to watch the video afterwards, or let me know if you have a question while you're here. You guys are wonderful, and I thank you so much for just being supportive and having fun with this and tuning in, and you guys are awesome. And let's just take care of our bodies. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's view food as being positive and healthy and wonderful, and just enjoy feeling good, having energy levels. That's what wellness is all about. And I'm going to say that over and over because I truly, truly believe that we need to develop a positive relationship with food to be our best, to feel our best. And that's what I'm hoping that these videos are doing for you guys. So thanks again. Have a wonderful evening.